Centennial Park is in Greeley, Colorado. To get to Greeley, you're going to go north on 25 or US 85. Then you're going to take 34 west off of 85 or east off of 25 till you get to 23rd Avenue and go north. There are some convenience stores on the left-hand side. You get some snacks. Look, that's the old park before they changed it. It's still on the satellite view. It's on the left-hand side, Centennial Park. You have to get approval from the cultural department of Greeley if you want to throw an event. There are several varieties of bathrooms for the discerning connoisseur, and there's lots of radio waves. You know, when Marconi invented the radio, it didn't take long for them to start using it to propagandize people. And propaganda is one way to control the masses. But what if you had a more direct means of control? In the 1950s, they attached an electrode to the brains of a bull and used a radio to make it stop, turn left, and turn right. Elon Musk's Neuralink links people directly up to the internet. But what if you didn't even have to use an electrode attached to someone's brain to control them? What if you could use a wide-frequency radio wave to disrupt the normal patterns of a person's brain waves and get them to do things that they otherwise wouldn't want to do? Seems like a crazy idea for somebody like you or me, but then again, we didn't institute Project Artichoke, the real-life plan to create Manchurian candidates, sleeper assassins who could be activated through keywords and phrases. To get somebody to do this, you would have to disassociate them from themselves. You would have to fracture their personality off through trauma. First, they would start by putting people inside of a 55-gallon drum filled with water for 48 hours. This would make them lose track of their senses. Then they would be given a cocktail of drugs, including LSD and DMT. Ooh, they're slick, but not as slick as this park. This thing's brand new, and it is so slick. Dude, I'll about knock my noggin on this thing. You'd have to hit your head pretty hard not to see the connection between the counterculture movement, the New Age movement, and the Central Intelligence Agency and its programs of mind control. In fact, they even let the cat out of the bag and declassified all this stuff. In some cases, they even paid out millions of dollars in judgment to the victims. Do you look at that pyramid? That thing is so fun. Thing's about as fun as you can get. Now here's your street course. What does all this have to do with the 5G tower right there? Well, look, you're already doped up on disassociatives and psychedelics. They want you to jump into a float tank so you can experience your spirituality, then sit down and watch some Netflix instead of skating this thing with this weird top on it. This super steep pyramid gets my goat. And even better than that, it's attached to this weird deal right here. What is this thing? It's probably some kind of mind control device itself. I can't stop thinking about it. I also can't stop thinking about how Netflix is owned by Edward Bernays' grandson. You know Edward Bernays, that guy who worked for the Wilson administration, working out how propaganda would change everybody. Look at this metal edge curb. Dude, there's a lot of really cool stuff at this park. Well, you can either build a Faraday cage around their bedroom or put on one of those tinfoil hats that they've been making fun of for the last 100 years and wonder why they started making fun of that. You could just come down here and skate this park. I wouldn't recommend skating that rail. It's kind of jacked. But everything else here is really fun, especially this ledge. Well, if you're not already a victim to the subliminals, sorry dude, you're already a thought criminal. I'll see you next week.